Thank you for watching and tuning into our channel, Journey with the Farouks. Today, I am going to show you guys the process step by step.
Detected at the shade camera.
Gotta love it. Gotta love all the technology he puts in here. But anyway, so we did a makeover in our garage. We had it painted by some contractors. The previous owner never had the garage finished, so it had like those patches on the wall and stuff like that. So we're gonna finish it up. They've already done the painting. They painted the ceiling. They painted the whole garage. It looks really nice. It almost doesn't even look like it's gonna be a garage because we chose the color gray to go inside. And so now hubby is going to clean the garage floors really good. They've never been cleaned this well, I don't ever think, in the 15 years of the house's existence. And so we're gonna do that. And then I'll show you guys the products we'll be using as well to clean the floors and to apply the new flooring that's gonna go over top of the cement, which is gonna be a really nice touch and just give it some more chicness. And you know, when we sell the house, when we move on to our retirement home, then, you know, they'll be able to enjoy it too. It's supposed to last really long. So stay tuned, you guys, for what we'll be doing in our garage makeover. Just continuing with the scraping process from when the guys were here and finished up the garage walls and drywall and such. Just continuing with that, making sure that we get all those spots up really good so that there isn't any conflict when we go to put down the flooring material. Let's see right there. There's some other spots that we got up as well. They still have to be scraped up there. We got that spot up already. So we're just doing that before we go ahead and continue brushing. We'll be brushing up the entire garage with that. Again, it is a 2-car garage, so there's quite a bit of space in here. It's probably anywhere between, well, I'd say maybe 500 to 800 square feet. It's pretty big, so it's a lot of floor space to cover. As you can see, it's never been maintenance. The previous owner never did anything with the inside of the flooring or anything like that, so there's quite a bit of flooring to clean up in here. We still got to finish those steps as well. We don't have any PVC left over for that, so we have to buy some. They did a really good job with the painting and finishing up the drywall. Before, it just looked like an unfinished garage space with just a bunch of patchwork, essentially. And so they did the framing of the windows. There's 3 windows in here, 3 big windows, which is nice. So they framed those out and finished that, painted the ceiling, so that looks really nice. So just want to give it a more chic and classy look. And then we have the pressure washer that we'll be using. It's our pressure washer that we bought last summer. When we first moved in, we used it for like the sidewalk, the driveway. We just actually did the driveway and put down a coat of protectant and repellent for weather, inclement weather and such. So that's the PSI, which is 2800, which is pretty good for a house and not being a professional grade. And then the product that we'll be using with the pressure washer is multi-purpose. You can get it from Lowe's, Home Depot. This entire bottle, it says 5,000 square feet, so that entire bottle will cover 5,000 square feet. And then this is the squeegee that we will use after we put the solution on to help dry it a little bit faster, and so the water is just not sitting on top of the surface level of the cement in the garage. Otherwise, it'll take forever to dry. And then we're going to use our shock vac to get up all of the debris once we finish scraping up some of the drywall material and stuff. and then we will be back with more video. Floor that we'll be using in the garage to get up all the remaining dust, debris, and whatever else. We use it outside for the lawn care and such too, so it's not something we had to go out and buy, but it's electric, fully electric, every single part of it. Just gonna go ahead and blow the whole daggone garage away. Many particles still left in here. Lots of particles. You want it to be as clean and dust free as possible before you move on to the next step, which is the soaping down the flooring. And of course, in this situation, we'll be using our power washer. Okay, so it's day 2 of the garage floor makeover. I'm getting ready to go outside. Hubby has started the power washing and the scrubbing of the floor in the garage. So we're gonna take a quick pick at that. We got some palm olive antibacterial, Fumblerooski, antibacterial dish soap. For whatever reason, it works to get up a lot of grease and grime off of the garage floors and many of the tutorials that we have watched and all the research that we've done. So I'm gonna run outside, let you guys see what he's doing so far. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. from the epoxy degreaser, because you want to get all degreasing from car fluids, anything like that, any debris, it's going to get that up. So you guys saw that already, that we were scrubbing and using the degreaser. We had our mask on because it's kind of stinky a little bit. It gets into your nostrils and the back of your throat. But so this is the epoxy shield that we bought. It's for a 2.5 size garage, which is almost a 3-car garage. And I don't know if you guys can see that. I hope it's not too blurry. That's the one that we used here. And so we're doing another rinse, because on a clean, dry spot, you have to check and make sure that there's no dust on your finger. So we did that. There's a little bit of dust. So we're rinsing and scrubbing again, not with any more chemical, just with water from the hose, and scrubbing again with our brush. And then we'll go ahead and use the squeegee again to get all the remaining water out, let it dry. And then hopefully tonight we can get the epoxy on the garage flooring. If not, then we'll do it tomorrow morning. So day 3, we are going to take another assessment of the flooring. I'm going to show you guys in a second, but we might have to do more degreasing just to get up some more oil spots. Omar is not completely confident that it won't interfere with the adhesion of the epoxy if we don't try to get up a little bit more of some of the oil spots. So I'm going to go ahead and start taping around the base of the flooring where the brick wall meets the cement floor, just to keep the epoxy off of that white paint and it doesn't interfere with that. So, but yes, I want to show you guys the flooring, because there's some spots where we had oil spills since we've been here the last 2 summers, that we might try to get up, and then you'll see like the older stuff that. So here's an oil stain that I created last Thanksgiving, because we fry our turkeys. And so we fried a turkey in here, and I was just trying to clean up and kind of spilled some oil. So that's what that is. And that's one of the spots we're thinking of. We might have to go back and do more degreasing. You can see here at this spot where it looks like it's been totally stripped, even though you can see the outlying area of where the oil spilled. But just here still looks like it's kind of porous almost. So we may go ahead and just do another degreasing, and before we move on to the actual epoxy. I have on socks because I didn't want to bring my dirty shoes in here. I hadn't cleaned off the bottom yet. So here's another spot. I don't know what that's from. Might have been from a car or something like that, one of the cars. There's another spot here. So it's just like this spot. You can see it's completely stripped, whatever oil from the previous owner had got on the floor. Of course, the house is 15 years old, so the flooring in here has never been cared for in this manner, so there's going to be some old things. I do want to point out that you can see my shoe markings from yesterday. When you're dealing with the acid, you don't want to step back into an area that's already started drying, so that's where that's from. But the epoxy itself will cover that, or it should at least. That's that corner. So here's another spot that looks like it could probably be stripped down a little bit more. Again, the flooring has never been cared for, so there's going to be some spots like that. Stripping was done really well over here. There's another spot there that looks like it could be stripped down a bit more. So yeah, we're just trying to decide if we want to degrease again or just move forward. And the problem is that it may not last as well if you don't do it right. So here in the middle, you can see that the stripping is nicely done, all in this area here, over by the other window as well. And then the acid that you use to strip the flooring does not harm your driveway or anything. It doesn't harm your plants. So when it's running out, when you're doing the rinsing process, you don't have to worry about your plants and your rose bushes. I have a lot of plants and rose bushes and stuff. So, but we don't have to worry about that. I don't know how this dragonfly got in here, but he's pretty cool looking. He's not even moving. So I'll show you, I'll be back when we do the next step, guys. So it's dark out here now, so you can't really see it as well, but it's looking so good, so fabulous. Very pleased with the epoxy premium shield. Garage flooring is still drying. We stopped over here on this side. Stopped on this side, and we started all the way back around there and actually began over here first. Did the trim all the way around, and while I was doing the trim, Omar was working in like 4x4 sections because the epoxy dries really, really quickly. It starts to cure really quickly, I should say. Not necessarily dry, but cure. It takes about 48 hours before we can like come in here with any heavy materials or any putting, you know, any shelving up or anything like that. So, yeah, so it's looking really good. I'll come back in the morning. We have this little bit of section here left to do over here. Yesterday was day 4 of garage floor makeover. As you can see, we still have the tape down. We're gonna leave it down for a few more days. In the packaging, in the directions, it says to wait about 3 to 4 days before you put cars back in here. You can also use your blower to blow away any flakes that didn't set and cure. I'm gonna show you guys what the floor is looking like. It's looking very classy, very modern, very sexy. So here we go. Came out really nice, with a nice gloss on it, nice sheen. But we are gonna go back over it with another clear gloss that's available, just to make it a little bit shinier and give it an extra layer of protection. We ended up using 1 box of the 2.5 car garage kit, and then we used 1 more kit, the one that's for 1 car garage, which is 200 to 300 square foot, if I'm not mistaken, is what it says on the box. So we used both of those kits, and then we ended up needing, it comes with flakes in each kit, and then we used 2 additional bags. So a total of 4 bags of flakes to give it a lot of decoration and stuff on the floor. We wanted that look. And so this is how it came out. Only thing we have left to do now is put some PVC on the steps to complete that. And then the garage will be fully completed. We're gonna put some shelves up and things. I'll probably do another video when we do that, but this is how our garage floor came out. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and completing this entire process with us. I wasn't able to get video of everything only because it's 2 of us and you need 2 people to complete the job with the garage this size. And so we have a toddler, but he's not gonna be the best cameraman right now. So we weren't able to record every step of the process. That's why you didn't see me out here rolling with the paint and putting the flakes down and stuff like that. And then my tripod, I didn't want my tripod to be in the way of the flooring and the work and stuff. So, but maybe if we do something like this again, then I'll post that and be able to give you all of the video footage. But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you like this video. Please do like and subscribe.